Hi guys, so do you remember the time when I did the Executioner versus the Warden? Yeah, that someone got 16,000 views. So you know what? Today we are gonna be comparing the Executioner to the Gladiator. Let's go. So before we get into the video, we do have to talk about the rules. So basically in my last video I did not use the commander for the executioner, and a lot of people pointed that out. But the thing is that executioner does not get a buff from the commander because the axe doesn't travel faster. So it doesn't really change anything, but I will use the commander for now. So starting off with the Gladiator, I did start finding a wave 1, and because it's so cheap, we can place 2 of them so we wouldn't leak any lives. Also with the Executioner, I started defending on wave 1, but because it costs more, I just barely killed those first enemies, so yeah, keep that in mind, you cannot place it that early. Now for the next few waves, the Gladiator did handle a lot of the enemies, probably because it's a speedrun tower, and because the Warden tower is so close to it, it basically does the exact same thing. It defends all of the first waves very easily. So the Gladiator can handle the first enemies, but cannot handle the boss. Let's see. So I don't have a very good level gladiators, but that's okay. But no, it actually gets away with 10 health. Now it's Executioner's turn, and I have 2 level 2 Executioners I think, and that's actually a lot of damage. Wow, the Executioner can take down the first boss, but the Gladiator couldn't. That's pretty interesting. As you can expect, because I upgraded my Gladiators again and again and again, this means that the later enemies that come after the first boss are pretty easy to kill, and this is also true with the executioner, so that is very good that you know that they can both make it to this point. I like that the wave 20 for the Gladiator is very easy, and also for the Executioner because it's just so big of a horde, so you can very easily kill the enemies. Wave 22 with the Gladiator, and as we can see, the Gladiators are doing a lot of health. These are not max level Gladiators, so they are not doing that much health, and it's gonna leak with quite a lot of health, but don't worry because I did put some Gladiators on the back so we wouldn't leak that much damage. Here is Executioner, and that's not a lot of damage. We might die to this slow boss because the Executioner's damage isn't that good, but let's see. And no, we're actually able to take it out, so that's pretty cool. And as you can expect, every single wave is pretty much easy at this point because we have so many high level towers, so that's pretty good. Even the Executioner can take down the hidden boss with pretty much no trouble at all. Wave 30 with the Gladiator is actually pretty easy because they do so much damage. And here is Executioner, and the Executioner can also do quite a lot of damage even with it being a crowd control, not an actual damage tower. That's pretty cool, I guess. Final wave with the Gladiator, and right now it is doing a lot of damage. I did put a lot of Gladiators over here, but unfortunately the Molten Boss did make it through my defenses with quite a lot of help, but I did put some defenses at the back, and that was enough to kill the Molten Boss, so we know that it can win the Molten mode. Executioner's turn to kill the Molten Boss, and I am putting commanders here to buff the Executioners. And right now we're not doing a lot of damage, but it's pretty scary because we might lose because it's not doing a lot of damage. And I did try my hardest, but we did lose because it didn't do enough damage. Now, like last video, I made this little table over here, and this is gonna compare what tower is actually better. So right now we have stats. The Gladiator does have more DPS, but it has less range. The fire rate on the Gladiator is more, but its damage is lower, but it costs less. But in my opinion, Executioner has better stats for a cost. And now we have Solo. Well, of course, Gladiator deep in Solo as we saw, so it goes to the Gladiator. Perks. In my opinion, the Gladiator has better perks because it has a ability and it's a pretty good damage dealer, so in my opinion that is better. Crowd control, this is debatable, but I think Executioner is actually a little bit better because it has more bounces and it can take away like more hordes, while the Gladiator doesn't have a lot of splash damage and it doesnn't have a lot of range, so it doesn't really help it a lot. So it's a tie. So this means that the Gladiator and the Executioner are almost as good as each other. And yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. See ya.